Welcome to the digital stamp overview video. In this video, I'll walk you through all the features and show you how to create a custom stamp so that you can get your tickets or invoices approved. The first thing that you need to do is look for the digital stamp menu on the left hand side of the screen. Click on it so you can see now the stamp template page. The next thing that you need to do is look for the add stamp template button and click on it so you can get directed to the create stamp template page. The first field that you'll see is a drop down. You can either create the stamp for your company so you can approve tickets or invoices internally, or you can create the stamp on behalf of a customer so that you can get your tickets or invoices approved so that you can get paid, right? So in this scenario, I'll create this stamp on behalf of one of my clients. There you go. Now the next thing that you need to do is name the stamp. So I'll name this one main stamp for my customer. The next section that you see is the stamp preview so that you can have an idea of how the stamp will look. Next, you have the addition of stamp information section, which has two headers. You can use this, it's a free form message, so you can type in whatever information, a message that you or that usually your customers add on their stamp. You have up to 50 characters for each header. You have two headers. So I'll show you how it looks. Right? And the second one as well. So those will be displayed at the very top of your stamp, as you can see here on the stamp preview. The next section is the property fields. So this is where you add the property fields for your stamp. All you have to do is click on the add property field button. You will see this window, and you can select from the property list that we already have in our system. For this particular customer, I need the AFEPO property field. I'm going to select it, and you can now select the width of the stamp. You can either have a one column stamp or a two column stamp. And for this scenario, I'll just choose the one column, so half. And the next thing that you need to do is the input type. You can either select the type in option, which will allow the approver to type in the data that you need for the AFE. You can also create a present list, which will allow the approver to select from a drop down that you will create by entering the data. So, example, I'll enter the values here: AFE 123. Click on the plus sign, so that whenever the approver codes and sign your invoices, that will be one of the options for them to code and sign. You can enter as many as you want, and that way we avoid errors, right? That way you can confirm that the right data is actually being input correctly. Or you can have the option that is both, that would allow you to have the present list with the data that you enter, but in case that you forgot to update that data, or the data that they need is not there, they can also type it in. So I'll select both for this property field. To save it, all you have to do is click on the add field button. That will automatically save that field for you. Now I need to add another field, so you can add as many fields as you need for the stamp. I'll also need the well name for this scenario, and I'll select both. So I'll have a present list as well as the option for them to type in the values, right, whenever they're code and sign. So I'll enter a couple of options there for the approver to see. Simply click add field. That will save my field, and you can scroll up to see how the stamp will look, right? This is a preview of how the stamp will actually look. If you scroll down, you'll see this section that's allow approvers notes. So if you enable it, that will automatically add an additional section under the stamp when the approver codes and signs, so they can enter additional information if needed. You can disable it if you don't want them to type additional notes on the stamp. The next section is the footer text. You have 4 rows up to 200 characters max. You can enter again any type of freeform message that you would like to display on the stamp. And again, I'm gonna scroll up a little bit so you can see how the footer looks and where it's going to be located. The next section is the stamp positioning on the document. So this will default the position on the stamp on your PDFs, on your invoices or tickets. So for example, if you don't want certain data or information to be covered by the stamp, you can default it to a specific section on the PDF by selecting the box. For example, if you want the stamp to always display it on the bottom right hand corner of the PDF, then you select this box right here. If you want the stamp to be displayed at the middle of the PDF, then you'll select that one and check mark the little box here so it's always on that position, right? This will avoid again for the approvers to cover any important information, any important data on the PDF. Although we always attach or we always email the original copy of the invoice or ticket and the copy with the stamp on, so there's no issues there. Now that you finally finish creating the stamp, all you have to do is click on the button at the very bottom, create template. Once you click on it, it will update the system and save your stamp accordingly, right? If you ever need to delete the stamp because you don't no longer need it, go to the actions column on the far right hand side of the screen, click on the delete button, delete it to update the system. Or if you need to go back and add more fields or edit the stamp, click on the edit button and you can again go back, enter more property fields if needed, or maybe you need to move the position, you can do so. And just don't forget to click the update template so the changes save correctly on the system. Alrighty, thank you for watching. That's how you create a stamp template. Have a good day.